We're starting. There we go. Okay, welcome to this Hangout. Today we're going to walk you through the process of setting up your blog for the part of the 20 time project. That is your assignment where you have to blog once a week just to keep us up to date on what you're doing. Remember, you also have to comment on 3 other people's blogs while you're doing this. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to switch to a screen share so that you can see my screen and see what we're doing here. So I need you to see my entire screen. It's going to look a little goofy for a minute until I switch over to the other thing. Okay, so yeah, that looks really weird. All right. The easiest way for you guys to get into Blogger is from your calendar, from Mail, from Drive, wherever. You see up here in the upper right-hand corner, there's the little block of 9 squares. If you click on that and go in, you can see that there's a link to Blogger right there. So you can click on that link and you get into Blogger. All right. I already have one blog created, so I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the process of helping you create a new blog. The new blog is right there. You click on the button, new blog, and you give it a title. Well, because this is just a test one, this is a test. Okay, I have to give it an address. All right, and it will tell you if your address is available or not. This is the web address that people will use to get to your blog. This is a test, and it's at blogspot.com. Okay, then I get to pick a template. Oh, this isn't available. Guess what? I have to change it. So let's go for Vardy. Oh, that one's available. Cool, so I can use it. Right? Now I can take a look and see what kind of template I want. I can take a look at more templates, customize it later if I want. For now, though, it might be easy just to take something and do it. I'm going to pick this one just because it has a cool picture in it. And I'm creating my blog. There's my blog. Okay. Now, I want to edit my blog. This is all information. It's statistics on how many people have viewed your blog, how many have left comments. There's some updates from Blogger itself that may help you with stuff as you're working through it. There's also some information down here that will tell you, give you some help on setting things up, okay? So we go into a new post. The new post just looks like a normal editing window that you would see in just about any website. Give your post a title. It will automatically have a date attached to it, but give it a title. This is my first post. You don't have to do that. You can have whatever you want. Okay? Hi. Today we are learning how to set up a blog for our 20 time projects. Okay? Like that. You can preview and see what it looks like on your blog. Of course, the preview would actually have to work. There we go. That's what it's going to look like right now. Then there's a place for people to take comments and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to close the preview. Okay. Whoever's making the noise over there needs to stop. So I can publish it. And if I want, I can share my blog on Google+. This is a test blog to show students how to set one up. Okay? And you can share that with whatever group you want. If you don't want it to be public for your post on Google+, you can share it with just certain people. So I've shared that, and now I'm going to go take a look. Well, let's go see where my blog is. View blog. That's what my blog looks like right now. Okay? It has no comments on it, but it's there. Okay, so people could go comment on it if they want. Now I can go in and take a look and play around with the design. I can pick out templates, all kinds of different things. Well, that awesome one was pretty meh. So let's pick something else here. Oh, let's just do this one just for the heck of it. Oh, travel. I like travel. Apply that to my blog. Okay. So now if I go view it, that's what it looks like. There's a little piece of information over on the right-hand side. It's a little bit of a profile of information about you, and you can actually work on that information in Google+. There's an archive. It will keep track of all of your posts. This is what people will see. This is what people will see when they look at your blog. All right? Then they can go in and post comments. Well, I've just edited my post there, but they can go in and post comments if they wanted. Oh, let's see what other blogs are out there. If I go back to Blogger here, let's take a look at all blogs just to see what's out there. And let's go to Blogger Buzz just to see. Okay, if I wanted to leave a comment, I can take a look at all the comments, and I can add a comment here. Okay, so that's all you're going to have to do to add comments is click on the little icon that says people are commenting. It's being slow right there. And then you can add your own comments to the person's blog. Remember, you've got to add comments to 3 different blogs each week. They have to be constructive comments. Okay, if they're critical comments, that's fine, but it has to be constructively critical. You're not just insulting people for the sake of insulting them. Okay? Now, if I want to go back and take a look at some other things, this is the blog that I started for the project. So if I wanted, I could view the posts that I've made. These are all the posts that I've made. I can view the blog itself. And this is the setup I've got. Right now I've got the video that we did with the introduction a couple weeks ago in there. I will also put a post in here about today's session and include this Hangout about what we're doing there. In my view, I see all of these different things here. Where I see a screwdriver and a wrench, I can edit those things. So if I click on the edit button here, it will let me do the about me. I can take that out of there if I want. Okay, the About Me comes from your Google Plus profile, right? And you can edit that as well. View it as yourself. You can get in there and monkey around with that. But that's something that we're going to work. Okay, so if I go to my profile, right, those are all the things that are in there about mine. This is where I can edit About Me. Okay. All of those different things. You can also add tags to your posts. Tags are like hashtags in Twitter. They will help people if they're searching for a particular project or a subject. They can use those tags to help them find what they're looking for. So if you're doing something, the girls that are going to learn sign language, if you did tags with, say, sign language or ASL or something like that, then anybody who would be looking for information on those could find them by doing searches for those blogs. Okay? What else can we do? Oh, you can also edit what your archive looks like. Okay, you can see if it looks like a drop-down menu. You can play with these settings. See what it's going to look like as you do it. But remember, anytime you do something, make sure you save it. Okay? That's basically it. Like, Blogger is so easy to set up, so easy to do. Lost my thing. Where are we? There we are. Okay, so I'm going to unmute a couple mics here, and if there are any questions, Mr. Westner, can you unmute yours? I don't seem to be able to.
Here I come. Hello.
Are there any questions?
I have a question. I have one.
Okay.
How can they find each other's blogs to go comment?
Right.
That's a very good question. They can.
Are we going to have links somewhere to the class blogs, or?
We could do that. We could actually put that in the workspace as
Okay.
a resource. Okay, now remember, hey, you guys, remember that you guys, now I'm not sure if you can edit resources in the workspace. Just let me take a peek here. That was something I didn't even really think about that well. That was rather silly, wasn't it?
That's okay. That's why we do this.
That's why we do this, to figure this out. Okay, where's our Genius Hour? Now, you guys can add resources. I'm not sure if you have the ability to edit a resource. Maybe what we'll do is we will create a form that you can send. Gentlemen, listen. We'll create a form that once you have your blog created, you can fill out the form, put the link for your blog into the form, and then we'll just add the spreadsheet for that into the resources, and then you can go find who it is that you want to comment on. That probably is the easiest way to do it. So that it'll be right in the resources area of the workspace. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep.
Will that work?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys think you can fill out a form okay?
Hello. No.
Yes, no, maybe?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Any other questions from my room? Grade 8s, grade 6s?
I cannot show my
Yeah, but he'd have to unmute himself to ask me a question, so. Mr. Wester, no questions in your room? I can't hear you, you're muted.
Yeah, there's a bunch of deer in the headlight looks on everyone's faces, so I think they don't know what they don't know. We'll find out when.
Well, and that's good. You know, part of it is just playing around with it and figuring out how to set things up. The basic setup, gentlemen, you're being rude. The basic setup for it is pretty easy, and once you get used to it, then you can go in and start tweaking things and doing some things with the designs and stuff. The big thing is just to have an area where you can record what you're doing, your reflections on what's happening every week in your blog post. Remember, those questions are in the workspace, in the actual assignment piece, where the questions that you have to answer each week. Okay? Anything else?
Don't think so.
Okay, I will have the form ready for you guys because some of you this afternoon will have a chance to get to work on setting up your blogs this afternoon. So I'll have the form ready as soon as you have things set up and you have a web address for it. Remember, you can go back and watch this video at any time to go through those initial steps on how to set it up, and you can follow along and do it yourself on your Chromebooks. Okay? Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.